Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Funda family. In this video, I will explain 4-point DFT calculation. So let me explain the question first. See here in question, we need to compute DFT of given sequence, also determine its magnitude and phase spectra. So here we have a sequence x of n. With this sequence, we have 4 elements 0, 2, 3 and -1. So here number of elements are 4. So capital N is equals to 4. In my earlier theory portion, I have explained equation of DFT. Let me explain that equation. See DFT, that will be x of k, and that is summation where small n is ranging from 0 to capital N minus 1 x of n into e to the power minus 2 pi k by capital N into small n. Here this capital N is 4. So here with this DFT we have 4 elements. Now to understand this calculation, here I will not follow this equation. Instead of this I will use method of matrix, where I will be identifying matrix of DFT, that is matrix of x of k, and that will be matrix of x of n into matrix of weightage factor Wn. Now you need to understand how to write Wn. First of all, if you observe, this is DFT matrix x of k, and that will be having in total 4 elements. So first of all, let me write DFT matrix that is having 4 elements. First element will be x of 0, second will be x of 1, third will be x of 2, and fourth will be x of 3. Now here, if you observe, we need to multiply these two matrices, where x of n matrix that is having 4 elements, and those elements are 0, 2, 3, minus 1. So here I'll write 0, 2, 3 and minus 1. Now you need to understand matrix Wn. To understand this matrix Wn, first of all, you should know the dimension of Wn. See here capital N is 4. So this Wn matrix, that will be 4 cross 4 matrix. To write this matrix, first of all, you need to note down numbers. Let me explain how. See here, I'll be noting 0, 1, 2, 3 and horizontally 0, 1, 2 and 3. That is how you need to note down numbers. Now let me write this matrix. See with this matrix, here first weightage, that will be Wn. Here n is 4, so I'll be writing W4, and 0 into 0, that will be W4 to the power 0. Then here we have W4 to the power 0 into 1 means 0. Over here weightage will be W4 to the power 0 into 2, that will be 0. And over here weightage will be 0 into 3 means W4 to the power 0. Similarly, vertically over here we have W4 to the power 0. 1 into 0 means 0. Here W4 to the power 2 into 0 means 0. And over here W4 to the power 3 into 0 means 0. Now here we have weightage, that is W4 to the power 1 into 1 means 1. Over here weightage will be W4 to the power 1 into 2 means 2. Over here weightage will be W4 to the power 1 into 3 means 3. Now here weightage will be W4 to the power 2 into 1 means 2. Over here W4 to the power 2 into 2 means 4. And over here weightage will be W4 to the power 2 into 3 means 6. Over here weightage will be W4 to the power 3 into 1 means 3. Over here weightage will be W4 to the power 3 into 2 means 6. And over here weightage will be W4 to the power 3 into 3 means 9. Now question is how to identify this weightage. Let me explain this calculation of weightage. There are two ways by which one can calculate this weightage. See, first way, that is a normal way, and in this way you need to understand this equation W4 to the power 0. If you observe this summation, then here see weightage is based on e to the power this. So here W4 to the power 0, that will be e to the power minus j, and then we have 2 pi by 4, and here this power is 0, so this will be 0. So e to the power 0, that is 1. Similarly, W4 to the power 1, that will be e to the power minus j 2 pi by 4, and here there will be 1. So e to the power minus j pi by 2. So e to the power minus j pi by 2, that will be minus j. See, e to the power minus j pi by 2, that will be cos of pi by 2 minus j sine of pi by 2. So cos of pi by 2, that is 0, minus j sine of pi by 2, that is 1, means minus j, that is the value. Similarly, one can calculate W4 to the power 2. Let me write this. After that, I'll explain how to remember this. This will be minus 1. W4 to the power 3, that will be j. W4 to the power 4, that will be plus 1. W4 to the power 6, that will be minus 1. And W4 to the power 9, that will be minus j. Now, question is how to remember this. The reason is it is a bit difficult to solve this by cos of this angle minus j sine of this angle. That is a bit difficult. The reason is, see here matrix calculation is a bit tedious. But to remember this easily, let me explain circle. Now see, with this circle, horizontally we have real axis and vertically we have imaginary axis, right? Now see, with this real axis, this is unit circle. So this point, that is plus 1. This point, that is minus 1. With this imaginary axis, this point, that is plus j, and this point, that is minus j. Now see, here we have W4 to the power 0. So that will start from here. So here let me note down W4 to the power 0. Now you will have to go in anti-clockwise direction. So over here we will be having W4 to the power 1. Over here we will be having W4 to the power 2. Over here we will be having W4 to the power 3. Now see, W4 to the power 4 will come here. Then W4 to the power 5 will come here. Then W4 to the power 6 will come here. Then W4 to the power 7 will come here. Then W4 to the power 8 will come here. And W4 to the power 9 will come here. Right. And see, here we have value 1. So this is value 1. Here we have value minus j. So this is minus j. Here we have value minus 1. And here we have value plus j. And that you can cross verify over here. So instead of using these equations, you can easily remember magnitude of this weightage. Right. Now let us write down value of this weightage in this equation. See, W4 to the power 0, that is 1. So here we have value 1, you can observe. Right. Now see, W4 to the power 1 is there, and that is minus j. So W4 to the power 1, that is minus j over here. Right. Now if you observe W4 to the power 2, so that is minus 1. So here we have minus 1. Then W4 to the power 3, that is available here, and that is plus j. So here we have plus j, you can observe. Then W4 to the power 4, that is 1. So here we have 1. Then here W4 to the power 6 is there. W4 to the power 6 is minus 1. So minus 1 that we need to place over here. And W4 to the power 9, that is minus j. So here I need to substitute minus j. Right. Now we need to simply solve this matrix multiplication. That is quite easy. See, first of all, we need to identify first element. And for this first element, you'll have to multiply this column with this row. So 0 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 plus minus 1 into 1. That will be effectively 4. Now we need to identify second element. That will be this column into second row. So that will be 0 into 1 plus 2 into minus j plus 3 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into j. That will be effectively minus 3 minus 3j. Then third element, that will be this column into third row. So that will be 0 into 1 plus 2 into minus 1 plus 3 into 1 plus minus 1 into minus 1. That will be effectively 2. Then fourth element, that is this column into fourth row. So that will be 0 into 1 plus 2 into j plus 3 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into minus j. That will be effectively minus 3 plus 3j. Right. So that is how we have identified 4 points of DFT. Right. And that one can solve by this matrix multiplication. So first of all, you need to know how to write this matrix. Note down 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. And then W4. Why I am writing W4? The reason is capital N is equals to 4. So W4 to the power 0. W4 to the power 0, that is based on this multiplication of 0 into 0, 0 into 1, 0 into 2. Here you can observe W4 to the power 1, that is 1 into 1. Here you can observe W4 to the power 4, that is 2 into 2. That is how power is there. After calculation of that, by writing circle, you can understand weightage, and that weightage that you need to place over here and then perform matrix multiplication. Right. Now, if you observe here in question, we need to determine magnitude and phase spectra as well. See, magnitude and phase that we need to understand over here. See, magnitude that one can calculate as per simply square root of real component square plus imaginary component square. And if you want to calculate phase, then that can be calculated by tan inverse of imaginary component B divided by real component A. So using this equation, one can understand magnitude and phase. Like over here, if you want to calculate magnitude, so magnitude of x of k. So that will be for first element over here, we have only real component 4. So I'll be writing 4. Then over here, second element, that is having magnitude, that is square root of minus 3 square plus minus 3 square. So that will be 3 root 2. Then over here we have real component only, that is 2. Over here magnitude will be square root of minus 3 square plus 3 square. That will be 3 root 2 again. Similarly, if you want to understand phase, then that phase will be, see, tan inverse of imaginary by real. Right. So with first element, imaginary is 0. So tan inverse 0 is 0. With this second element, phase will be tan inverse imaginary is minus 3 and real is minus 3. So that is there in third quadrant. So angle will be minus 3 pi by 4. Here we have only real component. So phase will be 0. Here we have angle, that will be tan inverse plus 3 divided by minus 3, and that will be there in second quadrant. So angle will be plus 3 pi by 4. So that is how one can understand magnitude and phase based on DFT calculation first. After that, just do calculation as per square root of real component square plus imaginary component square. Right. So this is how one can understand 4-point DFT calculation. I hope you have understood this. Still, if you have any confusion, just place that in comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video.